We are Simplex Health. Our mission, to radically improve the health of humankind. Over a decade ago, our mission was to prove we could reverse type 2 diabetes with diet and lifestyle interventions. Why? Because our founder and CEO, David Rambo, did just that. He found himself in his 30s, facing a type 2 diabetes diagnosis himself. Despite building a career in fitness and doing all the right things, at least according to conventional wisdom, his ability to control his blood sugar continued to worsen, and he was told he would have to go on exogenous insulin to control his rising blood sugar. After witnessing a functional medicine physician cure his son of severe eczema by determining the root cause of the disease, he decided to finally listen himself. David ditched the conventional, low-fat, whole-grain diet dogma for a low-inflammatory, whole-food, low-insulin diet and has been living in remission from diabetes for over a decade now. And David's story is not an anomaly. Take Thomas, for example, a 62-year-old male referred to Simplex for type 2 diabetes. He had an A1C of 10 and fasting glucose of 278. The protocol we used was our insulin optimization protocol. And in just 5 months, he lost 55 pounds. His A1C dropped to 5.9, and his fasting glucose dropped to 124. Or Anita, a 47-year-old female referred to Simplex for type 2 diabetes with a BMI of 41.7 and an A1C of 9.9. The protocol she was on was also the insulin optimization protocol. Her outcome, in just 3 months, she lost 22 pounds, her A1C dropped to 5.7, and her fasting glucose was in a normal range at 95. Simplex has thousands of these stories. So why isn't this approach the standard of care? Because unfortunately, it takes a whole generation of leaders, educators, and practitioners to make these changes happen. The only way to truly affect change sooner is for the consumer, those who pay the bills, to demand it by investing differently. In order to work outside the standard of care, patients often need to pay for that care out of pocket, and for many, it isn't affordable. For years, Simplex did this successfully, one person at a time. Then we built relationships with large clinical practices and hospital systems solely due to hard work and our undeniable outcomes that are breathtakingly better than the standard of care alone. Today, we turn our attention to another partnership source, companies who are invested in their people, who are currently footing the bill for much of the cost of the standard of care that, quite frankly, doesn't work. With a remission rate of only 0.23%, and it's only getting more expensive. The American Dietetic Association estimates that the average annual healthcare costs related to type 2 diabetes is over $12,000 per year per person. And that's just the costs related to type 2 diabetes. And many diabetics also have other comorbidities, racking the cost even higher. We believe that based on our current average outcomes over the last decade, we can reverse diabetes in 43% of your diabetic population who have it. We do this through targeted, effective, and proven case management solutions. It fits squarely into your existing corporate wellness solution aimed at your employees who need it the most. By investing in your own valuable people, you can help us turn the tide away from chronic illness, while also reducing your company's overall chronic illness cost burden. Will you join us on our mission to radically improve the health of humankind?